Okay, here's my quick tutorial on X mouse button control. First of all, you'll see there's 3 layers that I have. One is default. You do not want to mess with this at all. Leave it just like it is. Anything after the number 1, like 2 or 3, you can set up however you like. And if you're trying to get back to moving on your web page or whatnot, or even on your computer, make sure you go back to layer number 1. You'll see the icon down here in your tray. When you click on it, it'll switch layers for you. 1, 2, now we're in 3 layer. When there's no number on it, that means you're in the default layer. That's how you want to run normally. Okay, we're going to go to settings real quick. Settings, just make sure that it looks like mine. Check mark, advanced. Just make sure these check marks are how you have it on yours. And then nothing else on the last 2. You can play with that on your own. So, we're going to layer 3 on mine. Now, really quick, this thing works for any mouse. This is your left mouse button. If you press it, you'll see that well, it's not coming up. If you roll your mouse button, you'll see the up and down wheel is now moving up or down when you roll your scroll wheel. Those are the ones that we're going to mess with today, just the wheel up and down. So we're going to go to wheel up, simulated keys. Click the simulated keys in the scroll down menu. Now what this is you see a number 1 and then LMB and then up. Okay, what are those? The LMB is your mouse button tag, so that's left mouse button. The number 1 is going to be for my first boat in my fleet, number 1 boat. And then the arrow up, of course, selects all your boats for you. So what this is going to do is it's going to press number 1, hit the left mouse button, and then arrow up, all with the 1 roll up on your scroll wheel. Okay, so this here is also another bunch of commands that you can put in there. F1, F2, whatever you want to use, you can use all these commands up here. Just separate them with a comma and put them in parentheses like this, and you're good to go. So say OK. And on the bottom, wheel down, simulated keys, I have it select my number 2 boat, left mouse button click number 3 boat, 5 and 4, well 4 or 5, and then reselects my boats again. Okay, so when I roll down, all my mortar boats are going to be clicking on the water by themselves wherever I have my finger on the map. So click OK and then apply, and make sure that when you go into the game that you have it down here in your tray set on number 3, which means the layer number 3 is set that we're working on. And then when you go into the game, all you have to do is when you roll up, it will select the number 1 boat, and wheel down will select all the other boats, and I'll show you an example. Okay, I'm using 2 mortar fleets, and then this is my tank. This is number 1, this is 4, and this is 5 in my fleet. The other 2 are blank in my fleet in my dock there. So if I want to move my tank forward, I put my finger on the map somewhere wherever I want it to go and roll upwards once. Now I have my right click button on my mouse set up to where it is my arrow down button and stops my boats. So if I want to move my tank over here, I just move my finger over here and roll up 1 time on my mouse, and it'll go to that area wherever I have my finger. Even if I have it, say, onto this turret, I roll upwards and it will go to there just by rolling it upwards. Now my other 2 boats, I can roll down with my mouse and move them right over here or over to this direction, and then again hit stop to stop all my boats right where they are. I'm rolling down to move these mortar boats into position when they get to here. Now they're in position and they're firing. And then all I have to do is move my tank now by rolling upwards to another turret, the next one I want to select, whichever one doesn't die. This one I roll up, and I notice that my yellow ring isn't quite on there yet. All I have to do is bring my mortars down with the roll down button. So you're just rolling your mouse wheel up and down to move your boats around and selecting the different turrets. And bring them up Just like rolling down, rolling up, roll down, but you got to put your finger wherever you want them to go. rolling up, just like that. Any questions, just hit me up. And now that I'm out of the game, I have to make sure that I click on the mouse icon down here and put it to where it doesn't have a number, so it's blank, which means I'm on layer 1 that isn't messed with at all, so I can use my mouse accordingly in my computer.